As a celebrity lash artist and stylist, I realized lash extension health and natural lash health is just as important as the look of the lashes. There was nothing on the market that was going to make our lashes fuller, thicker, and stronger and maintain the extensions. And that's how I really came out with the Lash X Pro Liner. The Pro Liner does just that. It triples the natural hair. You get a thicker, longer, stronger lash with peptides. What the peptides do is they work to root the hair with protein, stimulate the keratin production, which is what the hair is made out of, and keep that lash in the anagen phase, or the growth phase, 48% longer before shedding. So our natural lashes and brows get fuller, thicker, and longer, but our extensions last 2 weeks longer. Retention, I realize, is so important because we don't have time to go in for a fill every 2 weeks. With the Pro Liner, my extensions will actually last 6 to 8 weeks between fills, and my natural lashes get healthier, stronger, and longer. So the Lash X Pro Liner comes in both Crystal, which is our colorless clear serum, and our Pro Liner colors. So it comes in 5 gorgeous shades. There's the Cameo, which is a really pretty purple, Icon, which is a dark black. It's so hard to find an amazing black liquid liner. So the Icon's a really jet black. Baroque, which is a nice chocolate brown for us fair girls. It's a little bit softer than the black. Gilded, which is like a shimmery gold green that was used in the Hunger Games. It's gorgeous. It works great as a highlighter. And then there's Sapphire, which is like a jewel tone blue. It's really vibrant and pretty. It's not a navy. It's a jewel tone for sure. And so the reason I put them in the colors was because, I'll be honest, I am so bad at night. I'm so tired all the time with my 2 little ones. I just forget. Sometimes I'm lucky if I clean my face. So the Pro Liners actually are eyeliner. It's all in one. So literally I put my eyeliner on every morning and my natural lashes triple. The secret with these, both the clear and the colors, you want to do it every day for 3 weeks to see the results because they build up in the hair follicle to give you a long-term result. There's no prostaglandin or steroids in these. It's a much safer alternative to other things on the market because there are none of those prostaglandin analogs. And you might have heard about those in the news. Right now there's some products being pulled off the shelves for not disclosing those side effects. So ours has none of that. It's all peptide based. And I should mention that you don't have to wear lash extensions to triple your natural lashes. This was just a response for me because I was having problems with people shedding their extensions quickly, but it really works on everybody. So it's our #1 product here, and usually once people try it, they want it in every color because there is that guaranteed result, money back guarantee on your results. So there's 5 shades in a clear. You're gonna put it on once a day for 3 weeks, and your natural lashes are gonna triple. And what I'd love to do right now is show you guys some tips and tricks on how to maximize your Pro Liner, how to get the prettiest looks. The great thing about it is you can smoke it and smudge it when it's wet, but once it dries, it will not budge. So we're here with Melissa from the Lash X offices. Say hi, Melissa. She's volunteered her eyes to me so I can demonstrate how to use our Lash X Pro Liner. Not only is it a lash serum that's gonna make your natural lashes grow, it's gonna also give you a beautiful look. But I realize not everybody is super experienced with liquid liner and it can feel overwhelming to some. So I wanted to give you 3 simple tips and tricks to really make your eyes pop and be able to use liquid liner. So here we go, I'm gonna demo. So our eyeliner is super easy to use, and the brush on it is actually really nice. You can have a lot of control with it. However, my first tip, if you're a beginner with liner, is to use a separate brush. The reason being is you can use this brush, you'll have a little bit more control over the bristles, they're stiffer. And if you mess up, you could always smoke out your line or clean this and correct your line. So it gives you just a little bit more flexibility when you're learning how to do liquid liner. So what I'm gonna do to use it is I'm gonna put some liner on my hand. This is also what I do as a makeup artist to keep my brushes and products sanitary. So I'm super comfortable with it. If you're doing it on yourself, again, you can use the brush in the tube or you can use a separate. And I'm gonna load the brush so I have a nice amount, but not too much on there where it's gonna get real messy. My second tip is angle up. Angle up meaning if you draw an imaginary line from the nostril to the corner of the brow, everything on the eye should lift above that line. If you cross, it's kind of like the no-go zone. If you go below that line, it's gonna make your eyes droop, you're gonna look tired, you're gonna look older. So everything should lift. So the first thing I'm gonna do to make my liquid liner lift is I'm gonna cheat it. So go ahead and close your eye, Miss Melissa. And I'm not even gonna be anywhere near the lash line, guys. I'm gonna angle towards that eyebrow and come down on the outer third. What that's gonna do when she opens her eyes, go ahead and open your eye for a minute. It's gonna give the appearance that her eyelid is lifting. So go ahead and close again. So just draw one simple line on the outer third. Then I like to start in the inner corner, and there's a little ledge where the lashes and the eyelid meet. I use that as a guide or a stencil. So I'm gonna line my brush right up underneath that line. And small little strokes are much easier to control than trying to go all across in one big stroke. So I'm gonna make tiny little strokes along that ledge as my stencil and connect to my first line. Grab a little more product. So now what I want to do is create a smooth transition from the thinnest part of the liner to the thickest part. And where it wings up, you're actually going to make that line thicker. So again, it gives that illusion of lifting. So I'm going to simply blend from the lifted part to the thinner line. And let me make sure I'm straight here. And then I'm going to kind of fake it here. Pull it down and fill it in. Good and open. That's all there is to it. So it's 3 easy steps. You want to cheat it up. You want to get from thinner to thicker and use a separate brush so you have ultimate control. So now we're going to do the other eye. So remember, we're going to angle up towards the eyebrow. I'm not on her lash line. I'm angling up, and let me make sure I'm even here. I think so. Angle up. And then I'm going to start on that inner corner. So the ledge where the eyelashes and the lid meet, there's that little ledge as a stencil. I'm going to drag my brush along that and then connect it to the first line. And the great thing about this is with a little practice you get really good. And while you're practicing, your lashes are growing. So who can beat that? And I'm just gonna look to make sure I'm even. I think I am. Usually when you're doing it on yourself, it's a little easier to, okay, open. One other extra tip, this is a bonus tip. If you look up to the corner and you get in here between, in this little, I don't know what you call it, the little inner corner, go ahead and look up to this side. It just extends that lash line so your lash line looks longer. And now I'm gonna go ahead and finish the look with some mascara and a little heated curler so you can see not only how long her amazing lashes have grown, she has no extensions on, but the full look. So I like to use my Japanese heated curler. Basically, guys, this gets warm on the inside, and I like this better than a traditional lash curler because it's not crimping or pulling on the natural lash. So with or without extensions, it's gonna be healthier. So Miss Melissa, go ahead and just look down at your knees. When you do this, you wanna let your lashes fall directly into the brush, and you're gonna lift and twist and just hold it, just like you would a curling iron. So it does take a few seconds. So again, I'm just going to hold it a few seconds. Think about a curling iron. You have to hold it a few seconds to let the hair set. And the great thing with the heated curler, you can use it before or after mascara, which gives you a lot of flexibility. If you use it after the mascara, it actually helps it hold its curl. And because I'm all about lash health and safety, I preach to use this one because you don't have to ever risk pulling out those little lashes with the crimpy one. Okay, so you can use your regular mascara. Again, because I'm using my makeup artist supplies, I'm going to use an extra brush, but if you're doing this at home, you probably just use the brush that comes with it. This is the Max 2 Volume Mascara, and I like it because it's lash extension safe, but also it's a tubing mascara. So when you do clean it off, it comes off in nice little tubes. It doesn't get all messy under your eyes. You don't have to worry about if you water or anything. So when I do mascara, I like to look down and first get the top side. And then I'm gonna lift up and twist. And by doing that, it keeps the lashes from sticking together. It separates them. Oop, you okay? Promise I won't get you. The downside of using a spoolie over a regular mascara brush is the mascara brushes that come in your mascara are formulated for that mascara, so sometimes the spoolies just aren't as lush. Okay, let me see. And then we're gonna get the bottom. So to get the bottom, I don't like too much down there because then you end up getting, you know, dark circles or raccoon eyes. So I just like to kind of wiggle a little in between the lashes. There's one eye. And again, I'm going to have you look down. We're going to get the top side. By getting the top side, I just make sure that the little tips of the lashes get dark. So if people are looking down at you, your lashes still stand out. And again, I'm going to lift and twist. So I'm kind of rolling the brush between my thumb and fingers to keep the lashes from clumping together and giving them a little more extra lift. And again, this is no extensions. This is just her lash growth. So I think it's good to see what the liner can do without extensions on. Okay, look at me. And we're just gonna get the bottom. Voila!